Wow. Wow. So
That's how New York was. They used to be like smoking wools and smoking crack. It was an era.
what's wooze, sorry?
Crack
Okay.
chopped up in weed in the rolling papers or a blunt.
Okay.
It was an era.
That's what kind of messed up the older generation
From
over here.
our area, From our area, yeah. So our area, the OGs, we call them now, they started smoking that back
So
then.
a lot of the ones who are like 5 years older than us, that's probably why most of us never smoke, because we'd seen how it messed them up and how the ones who couldn't handle it ended up in a madhouse. So it's like when you start to lose your mind, they send you to get
mental institution.
Yeah, exactly, mental institution. Then you had a lot of them. They used to pump them up, so when they would go in, they might go in there slim and come out bloated.
That's what the steroids they give you.
Yeah. So I remember like where we grew up, there was madhouse, like mental institution. I need to start calling it madhouse.
It is, man.
So
That's
basically,
short term.
2 roads behind, there was one of the entrances, and scary thing is, a few of my older friends who used to come out walking with the social workers from the madhouse and that, walking past. Imagine the madhouse is there, you're staying there, and your mum's house is here. So you're walking past your mum's house. So us seeing this growing up, I think that's what kind of threw my age group.
That's how it was in Long Island.
Yeah.
Right in the college, right through there was the madhouse. My cousin used to work there. I used to go pick him up. I used to see them walking in circles like, damn, that's what happened to us. We saw that and we never would, we just sold crack. Same thing though.
Crazy. Like you see them walk past you, and when they've got like 20 meters up the road, they'll turn around and be like, oh.
Yeah.
Like that's how long it takes them to remember who you are, and you're thinking, damn. And from that's why loads of us don't smoke. Just due to seeing what the effect of mixing crack and weed. Yeah.
What would you say are your coping mechanisms? Because you mentioned a lot of, when you first started this interview, you mentioned, rest in peace to the dead. You mentioned that quite a lot of your friends and family members have unfortunately passed away. How have you coped with that? So for instance, who I call my second mum, she passed away 2 weeks ago.
Sorry
and
to
it's
hear
been,
that.
and I've just come from the Songs of Praise. So we do like a memorial, that's why we was late today. Because I had to go to that today, and I'm asking you, how have you coped with it? So obviously your mother's passed away, rest in peace. Your father's passed away. How do you deal with that? Because I'm asking you for advice, and I'm asking you for some counselling, because I think counselling is a dirty word we have in our community, because it always makes us feel that there's a problem with us. But whether we like it or not, sometimes the trauma doesn't leave. So I'm asking you, how have you coped with all of this, with all that's happened?
Well, I'm no stranger to death. It started young. So I got a support system, my grandmothers, my uncles, and my aunts. But I never will get over it. And that's sometimes it affects me and my behavior. So I just live with it. And my journey is so crazy that I was very quiet. When my mother passed away, I got very loud and boisterous and violent. Then I would have to do time in penitentiary. So it would sit me down and preserve me. Then I would come back out, work my plan, but I never would get over it. I don't to this day. I just cope with it because I have to, because I can't break down and lose it. I have to keep going. So resilience, perseverance, that I read a lot and I'm around positive people, but you never get over it. You just gotta cope. Losing people at not younger and being older and losing them, I experienced being older, but I think it prepared me for deaths. Like, I don't know, I cry a lot, I guess, sometimes. Like Biggie, I still cry. DMX went to his funeral, cried like a baby. Eric mother be like, yeah, Keith, you'll cry, baby. So just be strong. I let it out.
And there's
I don't
nothing wrong
keep
with
it
that.
balled in.
There's
No.
nothing wrong with that.
I don't keep it balled in.
And I think the fact you've mentioned that you don't keep it boiled in, that sounds like probably one of the best mechanisms you've got for coping is literally just letting it out.
Yeah. Gotta let it out. Word.
Yeah, because that's one thing. Like my dad passed away 2 years ago due to COVID.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. My
Yeah,
condolences.
and it's one of those things.
COVID
where,
is real. It's wiping people out left and right,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah, so it's not been easy. That's why when you've mentioned the passing of so many people in your lives, it's just sitting there wondering how you've coped. And I guess
And writing songs about it helped me a lot. Therapeutic. Very therapeutic.
yeah, no, it's good to know that you mentioned the fact that you cry, and a lot of times as men, sometimes we don't like to be open.
Yeah. That stress would kill you. You don't let that out.
Yeah, no, it's important. So I'm happy that you've expressed and mentioned that.
And over my time, I've been in anger management, shit like that.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Like I go counselling. I've gone therapy. There's nothing wrong in speaking to someone you don't know.
Need an outlet.
It helps.
You have to have an outside person that's trained for that stuff, or you'll release it in different ways, and they got a place for you.
Yeah.
It will lock your ass up so fast it'll make your head spin.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. I don't want to jinx myself, but I ain't trying to go back. Bars.
Still spitting. It's just in you, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just in you. You can't help
Second
yourself.
nature.
You can't help yourself. And if you could give one bit of advice to the younger you, what would that advice be?
The younger me,
Yes.
save your money more, and don't be so wild. Calm down, Murray. Life ain't that intense all the time. Relax.
Yeah.
Get through it, brother. You'll be fine.